Hello, it's Crypto CJ. It's the trade of the day, Thursday night slash Friday morning Zoom edition, depending on where in the world you are. And Bitcoin has been a little stinker. It was up to like 112, then 110, and down. Now it's down to 105. So, but even as I say that, thinking in terms of Bitcoin being down to 105 is still kind of amazing. It has had a good run over the last several weeks. So I'm hoping that the 100K holds the support. Uh, right now, the range seems to be between about 105 and 110. It's a tight range. Not sure how long that'll last. Let's go to the charts and check it out. So you should be seeing my Bitcoin 15-minute chart. Don't want that. Let's
It
go to
shows.
the hour. That's what I wanted to show. Oh, I have two. Okay, I see the problem. Let's put that on AVAX on the 15-minute. Now let's go over to my Bitcoin chart. This is the one I want to use. Here's a 1 hour chart. So you can see it's
Okay.
dropped quite a bit, since early this morning, about 3.4%. And we're getting a green candle here on this hour. So maybe this will be where it holds, but it's mostly trending down from 108.8. And then we are over here at 110.4 on Tuesday and kind of bouncing around. So, news-wise, I thought this was interesting. The SEC has filed a stipulation to dismiss the enforcement case against Binance. This one hasn't been in the news as much, but I believe this might have been the action that sent CZ to jail for a while. But there's mostly good news in the headlines, but we're not seeing it really affect Bitcoin that much. So that's a concern. I've seen some of the talking heads talking about that, saying, why isn't this pushing the market up higher? So that is a bit of a disturbing trend. But Binance is quite pleased with that result, for obviously. And take a quick look at Ethereum. Thought I had these ready already. Sorry, guys.
Same, yeah. And Solana's but the same as well.
Yeah, Ethereum took a dip down below 2,600. It was around 2,700 for quite a while. And sure, let's look at Craig Solana. 162. It was in the 180s not that long ago. And the last week anyway. And 160 trying to hold a support for Solana. So we don't have the big altcoin moves that we really want to see yet for some of the bigger movers and shakers like Ethereum and Solana. When those take off, that should bring the rest of the altcoins with it. But we've been saying that for quite a while. Not quite sure why they haven't taken off yet, but those that talk about such things and seem to get paid for it seems to think this is gonna take off soon. So if you're on the sidelines waiting for dips, that's probably reasonable. Put some stink bids down. Um, I kind of like 2,500 for Ethereum. Yeah, it was down there on Sunday and almost again on Monday. Got a green candle bouncing right now. So if you're looking for a hodl or a long-term swing trade, we're pretty close to some support areas on some major coins, so evaluate accordingly. Any comments or questions about the markets overall before we look at Altcoin Alert?
Can you just bring up Solana on the screen?
Yeah, I had that up a moment ago, but let's look
Oh, I
at.
thought you
It was
had
just for a few
said
seconds, so I was.
I missed it. I'm sorry.
All right, there we are. Solana on the
Oh,
1 hour chart,
yeah. Thank you.
and look at the day chart too. Yeah, 100 held as support in early April, then pretty good move up to 186 and then dip from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, there are some potential entries for Solana. All right, let's go to Altcoin Alert
Thank you.
and see what we can find. I've got easy mode off, altcoin radar selected. Gonna refresh, get the most current information. Support by the AA score, or sort by the AA score. And I wasn't familiar with this coin, status SNT. So I've got this up here. And this is on the MEXC exchange. It's on a lot of foreign exchanges. I didn't see it on any American ones, but on MEXC on the 15-minute chart, that's on my, oh, that's my basic chart. I should switch this over to my RTI. Yeah, let's just go over here. And SNT, USD. And you can see how it's on several exchanges. And so I chose the MEXC, which is something I trade on from time to time. And it's hanging around the 80 on the RTI. A quick review of my day trading layout, 15-minute chart, supply and demand visible range by Lux Algo. I'm using for support and resistance, resistance the red zone, support the green zone. And RTI relative trend index for entries, and then cumulative delta for trend-based trades and confirmation. So I like to set alerts on the RTI. My favorite are the ones that dip below the 20 and come back up. So a dip and retrace. And RT or SNT has not had that kind of move in quite a while. Not since the May 26th. I'm on the 15-minute chart. So yeah, it was Monday, 3 days ago that it actually dipped below the 20. So with that in mind, you might want to set your alert on the 50. It did dip below the 50 briefly. Looks like it bounced right off of it here earlier today. So there's a couple alerts you can set on here to get good entries. Right click on the RTI, add an alert. You can choose crossover on the 50 if you want to catch that move. A more conservative move is crossing up on the 20. And once per bar close, we'll leave it on all day until you turn it off. Or you can set an expiration date, which I've been doing more and more frequently. Say 7:30 p.m. Set that message. Add them custom name. This is a AA score. And TradingView's remembering that I use that. Notifications, notify an app on my smartphone, toast notification, which will pop up on my laptop computer, play a sound also on my laptop. There's a lot to choose from. I like 3 notes reverb for my day trades. Click create, and that should show up over here in my alerts list. And so that's good to go. I'll just leave that for now. That dips below the 20, I'll be good to go. I don't know if that'll happen. It's been a while since it's done it. So that's the day trading layout. The swing trading layout is a little different. I'm on the 1 hour chart using supply and demand visible range indicators again for support and resistance, red zone resistance, green zone support. But I'm using the SuperTrend indicator for entries. It's very alert friendly. Then Trendilo LSMA, just this moving average indicator for confirmation. At the moment, if you're looking to do a spot trade on this, we're not in good shape for that. We're at resistance, got a sell signal going, and we do have a Trendilo LSMA pointing up, so that's helpful. But I would click on this. I'll go ahead and do that. Add an alert. SuperTrend. We'll do SuperTrend buy for a long position. Only once is sufficient. We'll leave this on till 7:30. And custom name, AA score. I'll do a different sound, handbell. Click create, and that should be over here on my list. AA score purchase. Different different indicator, different time frames. That tells me that's a swing trade. Any questions on Status Network, SNT? All right, let's see what else we can find in Altcoin Alert. That was an AA score sort. Let's try social activity. And we've got fire and thumbs up on mask. Fire and teller, TRB, with big numbers here. Pretty big numbers on mask as well, but we were up 25% on teller, excuse me. I'm pretty sure this one is on Coinbase. And there we go. Coinbase day trade chart. Yeah, we're hanging around the 80, so we're a little bit late on that. But the last time it dipped below 20, made a really nice move after that. That happened right about here. And yeah, 35%. That'd be an amazing day trade. Probably wouldn't stay in that long, but that option is available or was available. That was on Wednesday, so yesterday. If you want to catch that again, right click on the RTI. If you want to trade on both directions on a foreign exchange, you can enter a channel here. 80 on top, 20 on the bottom. Once per bar close, expiration, message, social activity, notifications. Let's go back to 3 notes reverb and click create. And that should be here on my list. Yeah, TRB, so that's ready. I can trade that on a foreign exchange if I want to go short or long. Actually, the short position would be most likely to come up next, as that would be a dip below the 80. But those dips below the 80 have not done well as far as short trades, so that's something I'll have to consider. I'll look at Bitcoin, see what's going on in the market when and if that alert goes off. Okay, that's the day trading option. We'll go over here to the swing trade option. We are in the red zone or just below it. The Trendilo LSMA is pointing up at curving, and then we're gonna have a sell signal on the super trend. So we've got conflicting signals here. Let's look at a longer time frame. 4-hour chart, and we're at the top of the range with that. 8-hour chart, same thing. Day chart. Day chart, we've got retrace potential going back 51% 174 days. I don't like that. It's not enough. There are probably better options than this as a swing trade, but the day trade option on a short has potential. The last time it did dip below the 80. Well, it didn't work out. Time before that it did. So a bit risky if you take a short on this one, but the dip below the 20 would be a pretty good play. Any questions on TRB? All right. So let's go to Elder Impulse, or excuse me, short-term sentiment. Only got 17 bullish. We're going to match that up with Elder Impulse hourly, which also has 17 bullish. See if we have any matches, and I'm not seeing any. So we don't have any matches on the short-term sentiment with both the sentiment and the technicals. Go to long-term sentiment. These tend to be better. Mask. Let's go ahead and look at that one. FTX, Tau. Some of these I don't really know. Uniswap. ENS. Kind of like that one. Well, let's go ahead and check out Mask Network. We've got matches on the long-term sentiment and the Elder Impulse Daily. I think that's on my list. Yes. So this one kind of bounced off the 20 and then curved up, but we're pretty close to resistance. You could take this retrace 3%. That's not a bad day trade. There's multiple resistance touches at 3%. So if you took this one, want to catch the next move, you probably want to get out where the red zone is here and take that small profit. There's nothing wrong with stacking up a bunch of small profits. So anyway, this one's good to go now. Not financial advice. Or if you want to catch the next move, add an alert, crossing up on the 20. Once per bar close. 7:30. Long-term sentiment. Notifications, click create. And this one will let me know the next time it dips and comes back up. Look for a double dipper. Sometimes the first one's a fake out. Can't always tell. So when and if you get that additional dip, check Bitcoin, see what's going on with that. Go to the same time frame. Bitcoin 15-minute chart does have a couple green candles, a big one in the last time frame, and then a smaller one shooting up over 105.5. So yeah, could head back to that red zone, catch that 3%. So that's the day trade option. On the swing, it's curving down, coming out of the red zone on the 1-hour chart. Let's look at the 4. Yeah, top of the range there. 2, 8-hour, same thing. Day chart, and you're getting into pretty long time frame here, but potentially lucrative. If you got in now, Resistance about 23%. Again here, 37. Bottom of the red zone, 67. But you're in it for, about half a year. Longer than I want to trade, so I like it better as a day trade. Any questions on Mask? Well, that's about all I had to talk about today. Any coins you guys want to look at, or we looked at Solana already, so
Yeah, not me.
okay. Well, I will
Yeah, I'm
wrap
good.
it up here. Thank you guys for showing up. Frank showed up too. Appreciate you. If you're watching on the recording, I'd rather see you live, but check out the opportunities listed in the pinned comment. They help fund the channel. And I should see you guys on Monday. Have a good trading weekend. Bye.